Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Fuseboxx Engaged. I am, of course, your host, Fuseboxx, aka the Fuseboxx, and I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry I had to skip last weekend, everybody. It just wouldn't have gone well. It would have sucked. But I am here with a couple of some of our regular guests that are always fun to talk to. We got Rosetta.
Hi guys, say hello to Athena, the kitty. Be
The kitty is
mesmerized
a
by
guest
my
that I didn't know
eyes.
about. The kitty is a guest I didn't know about, and this is gonna throw everything off. Everything's ruined. And we've
Ew.
also got Wise Guys.
What's up? Ew.
And I know Lola was gonna be joining us, but I don't know what happened.
Tell her to move her ass.
I don't know.
Kitty,
She was
Athena.
ready like 5 or 10 minutes ago.
I don't know. I think I saw the power go in her head now that she crossed 1K subs.
Oh my lord.
She's at like 1.2, 1.25, something like that.
Oh yeah, she's gonna ditch us now. I mean,
Yeah.
Athena, aren't
Oh,
you a good
damn
kitty?
it. Power.
Aren't you a good kitty?
Unlimited power.
Oh,
So
good
Wise Guys, I noticed that you're a nipple.
Yeah. I thought I'd, go retro, go back in time, to when I was a wee nipple.
To when you had boobs? I mean,
Yeah.
Nice. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Back
so
to
those
the
who tuned into the
mood
beginning
stage.
of your stream actually get to see Athena and how she's been since all the surgeries.
The kitty.
And she's sweet. Yes, she is. I'm not. I'm a bitch. And this is the first time I've been off the oxygen in almost 6 weeks.
Nice.
It's not permanently off yet, but I actually got to take breaks from it and actually start staging my lungs to be stronger. So, yay me!
Hell yeah.
I have a question. Since you have several cats, well,
Two.
this one was, two. All right. So when your one cat was undergoing surgery, was the other one kind of like empathetic towards it? Did it try to care for it?
No, Ornery hisses at the cats when they come back from the vet because she doesn't like the smell of the vet.
I don't blame her.
So they
To
just
be
kinda
to
keep
wait,
it-
to be fair, this one ever since I adopted her has done nothing but torment Ornery. She chases her around. She jumps her when she's sleeping. She does all kinds of shit to her.
Oh shit, we got Belmont.
Hey,
Yeah, I said, what the fuck? Usually I'm busy on Saturday. That's why I don't jump on, you know what I mean? I got a lot of shit going on, but
So
today's like a snow day out here.
I
It's
don't
weird.
know if I've actually talked to you on streams before.
hey,
What's
Bill,
going on? Hey, Wise Guys.
what's up?
Hey, Ben. Want to see
Yo.
something amazing? I can kiss my pussy on your ear.
That is highly inappropriate. You know how I feel about sexual innuendos. Right?
Obviously, you like him if you keep letting me back on. I mean,
Hey, Brian. How's it
Oh
going?
Hey,
lord,
Brian.
we got
Hi,
everybody coming today. Oh my lord. And we got Lola.
Ah!
Hi!
What the hell? There's no butt avatar?
Yeah, I'm logged in with my phone, and so apparently I'm not actually logged into StreamYard.
You sound different too.
Do
This
I?
is like a new age.
Do I sound like I'm in a
Like-
tin can?
No,
Sound
actually, you
different
sound
person.
less hen than you usually do.
What are y'all
Lola,
doing?
It's just weird. It's just weird not seeing a butt with you.
I know.
Yeah, where's that ass?
Back that ass up, girl. I mean, Lola,
I
remember
don't
my
have my
kitty that had
laptop
all the
far away.
surgeries?
Huh?
This is my kitty that had all the surgeries. Look how
Oh,
well she's doing.
seems like she's doing really well.
Mm-hmm. You're
She's
doing
disrupting.
really well. Of course she is.
She's throwing off my rhythm.
You don't have a rhythm, Ben. Don't fucking lie. I mean,
I totally have a rhythm.
I'm stroking
yeah.
my pussy. I'm stroking my pussy.
That is highly inappropriate. There are children that watch
And
this
it's
program.
soft, and it's warm, and it's fuzzy.
No,
I
there's
mean,
not. Don't
There are
lie.
small children watching this program.
not
There
unless
is
they're
no
in the room
children
with
watching
Lola.
this program.
Unless they're in the room with
What?
Lola. I mean,
Wise Guys originally left the stream because he was offended.
Wise
I'm
Guys,
done.
have I
How you
said? Wait,
doing,
wait, wait,
Velma?
wait, wait, wait. Let me correct this shit. Wise Guys, have I said worse shit while wrenching for you?
Hell yeah.
Wise Guys doesn't leave his stream because he's embarrassed. Come on.
Yeah.
Here's
I
the
never
pussy.
seen
Watch
that.
it get stroked. Watch it get stroked. Oh yeah, stroke the pussy.
The man makes
Pussy.
tiny
Stroke the
food with
pussy.
me. So come on.
Hey,
I know better.
Lola,
Athena
Lola.
looks very displeased with what you're saying.
No, she's purring.
She's got that look on her face like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
She's always got that look. It's the big eyes with the tiny ears that create that look.
But yeah, I don't know if y'all heard, but basically I have decided to put off the launch of issue 2. Basically, I was gonna launch by the end of this month, but I've been talking to a bunch of people, and like, there's so many books launching right now, and I've only gotten about 67 signups on the email list, and my baseline was gonna be about 100. So I'm probably gonna be waiting till like maybe late summer, early fall. So yeah.
Look at that, Ben. You scared my pussy. I mean,
Well, I mean, I understand how she feels. You know,
You know what I
wanted
hear,
Outlaw Nights.
Ben? I'm hearing excuses, man.
I'm not. It's not an excuse. It's that I didn't hit my goal, so I
No,
gotta.
man.
I gotta wait.
No, I understand. I did the same thing for mine. I waited till I got 100 before I wanted to launch.
Exactly, because it's like, you know, it's kind of like it's like a benchmark.
Ben,
it's
man
like
up and launch that shit. I mean,
Look, we're still working on it. It's just, you know, it's just gotta wait a little bit.
speaking of which, when are you going to get a pinup or a poster done by somebody really special to you?
First of all, I have to actually get some money in right now because I'm quitting my job and I'm trying to get a new one, and it's a bit of a bitch
Ben, why are you quitting your job?
because
Yeah,
I am
what's going on?
underpaid for all that effing grief.
Sorry, I had to.
What on God's green earth are you doing over there?
There are a
Mocking
lot
you.
of amazing projects out right now. You are definitely right on that one.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like
mocking you.
so many like books that people have been expecting have launched like just this month alone. Like, and I'm already an underdog, so it's like I gotta kind of.
Well, I mean, you got
In-
that part right.
I mean,
Okay.
I can understand not wanting to go against Joe Sontag's Reaper Destroyer, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at this sexy work I do.
I agree. I gotta get some money. If y'all want to give me money, by all means, like, I'm not gonna fight you.
Ben's like,
Yeah,
I'll
that
slide up and
happening
down
to
the
me.
pole for some money.
You know, if everybody,
Lola, if you're gonna do that with money, can you, contribute to helping pay off stuff from my dad's funeral, so Mom didn't lose the house? Especially since my car got all smushed last night.
What?
Oh, what happened?
I missed that.
Dumb bitch came flying backwards out of the parking lot and T-boned the door my mom was sitting behind.
Oh.
Is your mom okay?
We're okay, but my poor car's so smashed.
I mean, you just can't catch a break lately. Damn.
My goodness.
And
So-
she
Wow, Rosetta.
and
Didn't
Rosetta's car was hit by a woman with a comic book name.
No, a stripper name, a
Oh.
redneck stripper name.
What was her name?
I don't want to dox on air. I'll just put it in private chat.
Cinnamon?
Shit.
Please tell me it was Cinnamon.
No, look
I
in
know
private
that girl.
chat.
Dang it.
Thought it was like April O'Neil or something.
Oh my god. I was expecting cinnamon or strawberry shortcake or
The whole name is a
Diamond.
stripper name, isn't it? I mean, come on. That's why
not
I didn't want to.
hillbilly shit.
That's why I didn't want to say it on air because it sounds like a redneck stripper, and you have to say the whole name to get the effect. I mean,
Right, it's a hillbilly name.
I have to ask, have any of y'all seen the movie Free Guy?
well, I mean, she's saying it's a
Yeah.
hillbilly name. I'm in the fucking Black Hills right now. I'm not that far from where Sturgis and shit is. This is hillbilly land.
When I say hillbilly, though, I think of my kind of hillbilly down here in the Appalachians.
Hillbilly's hillbilly. It doesn't matter if it's northern or southern, darling. I mean, trust me, when you get to the hillbillies and the rednecks, we're all the same. We're the ones that'll be skinning things while telling you, what the fuck's wrong with you while we're hugging you. I mean,
Well, I mean, in Louisiana, we have rednecks, but we don't have hills. So we
Y'all just
can't
have
really
Cajuns and
hillbillies.
bayous.
Exactly.
I do remember when I went to Louisiana a couple of years ago. I had to dodge a freaking gator on the highway going through the bayou area.
Wow.
That's the land
Do,
of my
do
birth.
your Creoles, do they come with subtitles?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Colin, what the fuck am I doing here? I mean,
Some of them are so hard to understand. It's like they mushmouth everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I watched that gator show, okay? I'm
I
just saying.
love that show. You're talking about, what was it called? Fuck.
no, it wasn't called fuck.
You're talking about, the Alligator Hunter show.
Yes! Where they were down in Louisiana hunting them gators.
Yeah. That was a good
I've
one.
seen that before. Like shoot them in the head and shit.
Swamp People.
Yeah,
Yeah,
swamp
swamp
people. And that one guy, he was so mushmouth you couldn't understand him.
Lola.
Yeah.
Are they hunting them for overpopulation?
Rosetta got the boobs out.
Rosetta's fidna get the boobs out.
See, look at that. I know how to get Lola's attention.
That gets everybody's attention, Rosetta. Come on.
They're
It's boobs.
Well, I got a question.
Oops,
Lola, did you buy your
oops.
furry suit yet?
Dang it, Belmont. We ain't
No,
having that
I want to
discussion.
know that. Too.
Wonder.
I want to know that too. And I don't care what the others say. It only counts as furry if it's a furred creature. You don't get to do that water crap or scaly shit or stuff. You have to go full furry.
Oh yeah, there's scalies too.
Oh my
I
God.
don't
that's
know what
good.
all this means.
That means we're gonna humiliate the shit out of you. I mean, I love you, honey.
There's
Oh
a
my God, I don't know
scaly.
what any of this
And those suits are kind of pricey. I was looking at them the other day. I was like, damn.
They are, and they're hideous.
Maybe the hideous.
Yeah,
And they look like they
Just
smell
wait,
like
Lola,
sweat.
Lola.
Yes.
Just tell me, are you going to get the tail too? And if so, is it going to be the standard plug?
It's not. I don't think you're a
Oh
furry
my
unless you
gosh,
have a tail.
yeah. It's probably going to be a full body suit, right?
That's what I thought it had to be, but somebody said I could do a onesie and it'd be like my first furry suit or something.
No. If you're going to cut
No,
corners and do a
no.
cheap one, then you have to wear the tail plug.
The what?
A tail
Plug?
plug. Like Witten?
No!
Hmm.
What? Everybody wants stuff to go in my butt. Stop! It's weird.
Your butt's weird? What?
No, it's weird enough I'm wearing a furry suit. Like, no. I don't need
I
a
mean-
tail connected to a butt plug. It's just weird.
I mean, right now you're the only person who's uncomfortable with sticking something in your butt.
Well, yeah, because it's my butt. Everybody wants to stick something in it.
I
Jesus,
mean,
how do I walk into these conversations?
But first, I
Look,
mean,
it's 2022. Like, this is a typical conversation.
Like,
sorry.
every time I go on a live stream lately, like, everything that comes out of my mouth has some, like, sexual undertone to it.
Lola, you asked how you walked into these conversations. Clearly, you're walking into them backwards, but first.
Pretty much.
I mean, you're always
Ass
showing
up.
pictures of butts. So, I mean, naturally, people would want to put things in them.
No!
Why is it? Wait, Ben. Why is it natural somebody would want to stick something in a butt just because it exists? That's a little weird to me.
Right?
Yeah, and it's 2022. I mean,
You
So?
should never want to stick anything in a butt. I mean, have you not been watching the Amber Heard trial?
oh well. I
Oh my
mean,
god.
not her butt.
That wasn't her fault. It was the Indian food.
I mean, do you not know what comes out of a butt? Come on.
Look, I mean, Johnny should have known to call her whatever the hell he
Wait,
didn't
wait, wait,
do.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this nicely and actually more seriously. I actually agree with what Lola's saying. As much shit as I'm giving her, and let's face it, I am because it's fun and it's easy. I have never understood the whole appeal of butt play and anal stuff because to me that's just unsanitary and gross.
I don't understand why women like to do it.
I'm not commenting on this right now. We are not going here.
Yeah, let's talk about something else. Huh?
This is
Why?
going to get
This is
too
a fun
personal.
topic. This is a
Yeah,
fun
let's
topic.
pursue.
Let's go for it. Just back that butt up and start talking. I mean,
Well, I recently watched Free Guy, and I was pleasantly surprised by that movie.
What is that? I haven't heard about that
It's
one.
all right.
I
It was,
thought it was pretty good. I actually
Yeah, it was.
enjoyed
It was with Ryan
Netflix.
Reynolds.
That was all right. Yeah.
And what's
That
it
was-
about?
It's like he basically is an NPC in an online video game that becomes self-aware, and you know, it's really funny, and it's like kind of fun and interesting. I mean, yeah, like there were a couple of really cringy woke lines that they threw in there,
Yeah,
but it didn't overshadow it, and the
thankfully.
movie actually had heart, which is something rare
that actually
nowadays.
sounds nice. Lola, one side note. You're dealing with everybody going after the butt. I go on streams and everybody's talking about sticking things here.
I didn't say anything about that.
You're just
brought that
thinking.
up.
That's just the top butt.
They just all
Oh my
think it.
god.
They may not all say it, but they all want to
A
stick
lot
something
of people have said it on these streams. That's why I had to comment because I had days where I could go on any stream without guys like trying to get me to jiggle and show cleavage and talk about what they want to put there and stuff. It's like, what the crap is wrong with you guys?
There's a lot of horny people on the internet. It's
in. Let's face it, if you're human, you're horny.
That's true.
It's been at least 2 months for me, so I'm getting antsy.
I can't do anything right now. I'm sleeping in a bed that's against the wall my mother's in.
I mean, I
Again,
wasn't.
I'm not commenting on my own personal sexual life, but
Once I leave this
Just saying
house for my anniversary trip, do you know how many different twisted things I'm going to do and how many positions? I'm just saying.
Jesus.
How about those
Hey.
Broncos?
Hey, there's a reason
Come
why
in,
I've been
Delmar.
married 16 years and he still comes running in the door to be with me.
So
You guys
you
drive
know,
me to smoke.
I mean, I don't have any complaints, so I ain't worried. Anywho, the new guy, right? Is that what it's called? The new guy?
No,
Free Guy.
free guy.
The free guy.
The
Yeah,
new guy
I
is the guy sitting there going, what the fuck is wrong with this stream? I mean,
Yeah, that's what the new guy.
Turned
is
it
saying right
on.
now.
Like I turned it on HBO Max the other night, and I was expecting to kind of not really like it, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Have you watched The Northman yet?
I heard
Not
that's
yet,
good.
but it
I
is on my
haven't seen it.
list.
I'm wanting to watch it. I've been watching the John Wayne Gacy tapes.
Oh God,
Oh, really?
why?
Yeah, I love serial killer shit.
I watch
Oh,
like
clowns are
documentaries
creepy, man.
about. I watch documentaries about serial killers, but I don't watch like recordings of them or anything.
It's interesting. Like, I find it fascinating. Like, I watched the Ted Bundy stuff when that was big for a bit. And, like, it's just fascinating the amount of ego he had and just, like, how he got away with so much shit.
It's just
And, like,
amazing.
John Wayne Gacy, he was really high up in his community. You know, he did, like, a lot of community programs and help and I don't know, it's just really one of the ways he found most of his victims, right? Like, he would do all these, like, community projects where he would have these young guys that would come on and help him. And so it's just really fascinating how they're able to hide in society and fly, without being noticed for what they are.
He buried them in his house, right? And it stunk
Uh-huh.
the neighborhood up. But people didn't really know it was dead body smell. They just thought, I don't know what they thought. But it got really, really bad, I guess.
John Wayne Gacy and Dahmer both would hide them underneath their house or like in their homes.
Yeah, I think Dahmer used acid.
Yeah, Dahmer also hid them in his freezer, refrigerator, and everything else.
Yeah, he did weird sexual shit with the body parts.
Have you ever heard Dahmer's story?
I saw like a couple of documentaries, and it was just like, yeah, it was a sexual thing, and like after he killed them, he even tried to like turn somebody into like a living zombie.
Yeah,
drill
like
a
he
hole in their head or
lobotomized them.
something.
He tried to lobotomize them.
Really?
But
He
like,
would drug them up at the gay bar and take them home and then do shit to them.
the thing with Dahmer, like it's in a way it's kind of sad because like he was homosexual and he was so sexually oppressed as far as being homosexual that he had no way of knowing that's what he was and what he was attracted to, and he just took it to an extreme. Like his brain broke and he became this extreme thing, and it's kind of fascinating, like the whole idea behind him. Just
of all the serial killer stuff I've seen, like he was the only one that I saw that actually seemed to have some kind of remorse about it.
yeah, it's like he didn't quite understand why he had that need in him, that want to murder people,
Yeah, like the thing I found interesting about serial killer shit is just, it's like, how does somebody rationalize this behavior to themselves? Like, how do they like think to themselves like, well, like it's okay when I do it or whatever?
Like, you gotta think that like there's something broken in their brain. There's like a chemical imbalance. Something has broken in their psyche to make them think that this is okay. They went beyond that point of no return, right? Like the first time they do it, there is no coming back from that.
Yeah.
And they get that thrill, that rush of dopamine or that rush of serotonin, and they have to keep doing it in order to get that rush. It's like a drug.
Yeah. Jesus. Guys, to everybody out there watching, don't resort to killing people to get a rush. Just buy Outlaw Nights.
Just get sex toys. I mean,
I would say don't cannibalize people, but if you need to bury someone 10 feet deep, I'm not going to tell on you.
Oh, Lord.
What?
that was her. All hate mail and all inquiries go to her, not me. I'm a good girl. I never said shit like that.
My views and opinions are my own, but I am Irish and Cherokee and Scandinavian, so...
I'm going to point out that the Cherokee were actually one of the most peaceful tribes, and I'm Sioux. And we were literally a nomadic warrior tribe, so... And I'm still disavowing what she said.
Sorry, the Irish in me says it's okay to blow up shit. So.
Yeah, we're tired of potatoes.
Scandinavian, Irish, Sioux, yeah. Even German.
We need something more than just potatoes.
I'm still gonna say, honey. I'm still gonna say it. Sometimes you say stuff that make me go, Lord, I can't be a part of that. I disavow it.
Hey, look, if somebody I'm not gonna tell nobody if they want to bury someone 10 feet deep. I'm not doing it. I ain't burying nobody 10 feet deep. Yeah.
I'm too lazy for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 10
right?
feet.
I gotta go out there and dig the hole while they
No. 10 feet's way too deep when all I have to do is drive in the Badlands and dump them the rest. I mean,
no, see, I have to do it 10
way
feet
too much
because I need that extra 4 feet to make sure they don't come back.
You guys watch too much ID.
I'll put you this way. I have fake names and pen names. I've been writing gothic thrillers and whodunits for decades. I've come up with about 10,000 ways to kill people over the years.
I'm just saying, my husband is 6'7", so I need 10 feet. Right?
6 foot
You're
seven.
not gonna bury him. You're not gonna bury him, damn it, woman. We like him.
Brian Christgau is 100% German, and he's so white
Ich bin ein Gort. I mean,
he's so white that you can see his emotions.
I don't think I have any Germanic.
Not that white.
Look, the main bloods in me are Sioux, Cherokee.
You ever see that movie Powder? That guy was white.
Look at me. The main bloods in me are Sioux, Cherokee, and Spanish. Look at this fucking skin. I'm whiter than the white side of my family.
Yeah, but you said you had a form of albinoism.
I do, but it's annoying. I don't want to look like I'm freaking glow in the dark. I expect people to start going, Casper, the friendly ghost, when I walk by.
Like
Wait, are we back to dead people?
Yes.
Well, we're
dead
adjacent to them. I mean, we're talking about white people, so we're adjacent to dead.
Wait,
people.
are we nailing white people in the butt?
Why is it always about ass sex?
Everything's about the ass to her. Which
I love
is
you,
the ass
Velma.
avatar.
Yeah, I can tan, but it takes a lot of work.
This is months out hiking, driving, dealing with shit and everything else. This is months of it. I don't fucking tan.
You can always tell who's allowed to go in the butt.
Wait. I have to respond to this because dancing like a white boy is one thing. I dance like a fucking stripper, so I mean, you're better as a white boy.
I kind of dance like I'm white boy adjacent.
In other words, you're clumsy, but you have moments of dancing well. I mean,
Yes.
I identify as a white boy. Does that count?
Yes, you do not have to dance like
I
spaz.
thought you just sounded like one.
How about I what?
I thought you just sounded like one.
Oh, that's
Lord.
shit.
Thanks, Belmont.
You said it. I never said it. You said it.
I didn't say it. It was
You
all
originally
the people
said
in
it.
the chat that were saying it, and the people on my panel were like, "She's a 13-year-old boy."
I thought you were 14 now. You had your birthday. I mean,
Yeah, you said 14 now.
I
You went
never
up.
know. I never know. I'm somewhere between 12 and 15.
I mean,
no, go for the highest age because you just got a birthday. So you're 15 now then.
I mean, your avatars show that you probably look at more porn than I do. So
Actually,
I mean, that's probably true.
There's an interesting study that they did over decades watching Pornhub and a bunch of these adult sites that actually found while statistically there's a higher percentage of men that look at porn, women look at a larger amount of porn overall than men do by almost 70% to 30%, which means the women look at it like 3-4 times more.
well, shit, we got to up our game.
I mean, I figure I'm on the internet, so just about everything I look at is porn, right?
No, that's just the way you look on the internet.
Oh, damn.
I was on the good stuff. You know, the good stuffs. I was on their stream recently, and man, they got a lot of hot women doing in their elevator segments.
Oh, yeah.
I was
They're
kinda
awesome.
jealous.
This
So you
Explorer
just-
is amazing.
Wait. So you just want to raise them up? I mean,
Well, I mean, it depends. Like sometimes I just go half-mast, you know.
oh, that's sad. And what? At half mast, it lasts like 3 pumps and it's over. I mean,
You know, you gotta work up to full sail, you know.
suck it up.
What did this walk into?
Yeah, I don't
wanted-
know, man.
I just wanted to whip out my nautical themed porn.
He said work up to full mast, and the first thing I said was suck it up. I mean,
Let's
wrong
face
with me?
it. Women like sex as much as men do. It's not a bad thing. We enjoy it. When it's done right, that is.
Well, you know,
Just saying.
sometimes you're built a certain way to where it's easier.
Well, let me throw this out here for you gentlemen. Our nipples are not turn dials on the radio.
Hey,
Did
speak for
you-
yourself. I like rough play with the chest.
The G spot is real. Figure
Yes, it
out
is.
where it's at.
I found it by accident, so
It's
Were
not
you
the same
thumbing it?
place
I
on
mean-
every woman.
You're just
no,
browsing.
You know, sometimes the way people are biologically built, it's easier. You know, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Are you talking about spinners?
I'm talking about curvatures.
Okay.
Body shapes.
Are you saying
Johnny
you have
Cage
more trouble
came
finding
in.
it on people who are either too scrawny or fat and they don't quite have the right form to easily feel your way around?
I couldn't hear half of that because I was distracted by Brian. I was trying to figure out what he was saying.
What is
No,
this?
I'm going to disagree with that actually because the study showed more women
What
were
is
into
misogynistic
hardcore.
porn?
Actually, I know what they call that. Usually when they talk about, and I hoping he means misogynistic because I can't tell because of the spelling, but what they call misogynistic porn is, in other words, male dom specificated hardcore stuff, which actually is what most women watch.
Is that like BDSM? Is that what we're getting into here?
I think we're
Talk about
getting
50 Shades
around
of
there.
Grey shit.
How the fuck is that misogynistic? That's just a man playing his role right.
Man, we really
he knows how to tan that hide, and she's getting off on it. Who's to blame her? I mean,
we started with butt sex, then we went to serial killers, then we went to back to sex somehow.
Because
I
always
came
about
back.
sex, Ben.
it's look at this. Listen, Ben. When me and Lola are around, it's always about sex.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. I just, you know, it's been a couple months.
Wait. I gotta disagree with that, Rosetta, because we talk about other things too. Come on.
Yes, but when we're on history, we always turn it into sex talk.
I mean, we can make anything sexual.
Y'all scared
What's up,
Johnny
Johnny?
Cage.
Johnny's my alt. Did y'all know that?
What?
Johnny is my alt.
Oh,
Johnny is me.
Brian,
Johnny?
wait. Look at Brian's last comment. That sounds like he's describing me and my husband when we're together.
Ew, Max Hardcore, gross.
For a second, I thought he was saying something about Mad Max. I don't know why.
I've watched Max Hardcore, and Max Hardcore just bleh. No. I don't like name porno actors.
Brian, I too dated some freaky ladies who trained me in the arts. They corrupted me. I was a good boy.
Lies.
He was not. Don't let him lie to you.
He's corrupted many a woman.
I was an angel.
Lies.
He's a man-ho. Man-ho. He's big. I guarantee you from the comments Ben is making right now that he's as big of a man-ho as Anthony is.
No, I think Anthony outclasses me. He's had more experiences. He beat me in that realm, and my Saiyan pride won't allow it to stand.
I don't know. I think it's modest.
I'm not talking about specific actor when I say that. But yeah, what women usually lean to in that is they do like the derogatory stuff, the insulting, the hardcore and stuff like that when it comes to pornographic.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Not really into that. I like intimacy. I like connection.
Wait,
Okay.
so there's a name for that. Is it demisexual or something like that?
Oh man,
Maybe.
I can't keep them straight.
There's so many sexualities now.
Well, the one that like they have to have a connection in order to have sex.
Yeah, that's demisexual, and yeah, to be fair, I actually would qualify as me because while I like being rough, all that stuff from my husband, I was really selective with it. I was the only guy that had me and stuff, and we were longtime friends and age before I got to that. We had to have a real connection before that, you know.
Man, this conversation's just.
I actually just had a really sweet
What's
moment.
so wrong with this conversation, man?
All right, play a
Ben,
campaign
Ben-
trailer or something.
Get me all bothered.
Ben, wait. I just had a really sweet moment where I talked about the love I had to have first.
Well, no, I love that stuff. I'm just, I'm thinking about sex, so I can't think straight.
You're
I
a man.
guarantee
You're
you're
supposed to be
thinking.
thinking about sex every 2 seconds.
Wait, Lola. If he's saying that he's thinking about sex, then if he's a proper man, he is thinking dead straight and probably a bit upward.
Probably.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Yeah.
So Ben
More
is
than
full
likely.
brass?
No,
But,
I'm not.
you know,
No.
I don't understand all the sexualities and all that stuff. All I know is straight and homosexual. So
I'm a straight man.
I'm like 93% homosexual, I guess,
Really?
What?
according to some people.
93.
I thought you said it was 93% bisexual. Is what you're
How's
telling
your
me the other
husband
day.
feel about that?
Jason keeps sending me stuff that I buy from him with the 93% on it. Wait, it started out at 86%. The next package was, I think, 89%. And then it went to 91%. And now I'm at 93%. And that was the last package I got from him. It said it was 93%. So
I want to save Johnny's. I want to save this quote here as like my screen for whenever I have to like leave the area. I want to use that as like my screensaver.
Do not have my face on it if you do that. There you go. Now you can take it.
I don't know how to do that from my desktop.
Did anybody grab up a screenshot?
I got you.
Oh, there we go.
Just
God,
like screen
I got you,
capture.
Ben.
I'm a freaking boomer.
Lola's got you.
I'm 32 years old, yet I act like I'm 50 when it comes to computers.
Wait, you're 32?
Yeah.
Gives us speed, man.
Wait. How old is Belmont here?
21?
17.
21.
No, seriously.
Belmont's 21.
Oh my God.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I just turned 21.
He celebrated his 21st birthday on my stream.
Good
Jesus.
God, I feel old now. Shit. Fuck all you young bucks.
Damn it, Belmont.
Yeah, I
all
go
you
backwards
young
every year.
bastards.
Weird. Like Benjamin Button.
Jesus.
He just keeps getting younger.
Oh,
Yeah.
now Lola ran away.
Phone probably cut out.
Oh, nice job, Ben.
She was
She's jealous of how young I am.
She was offended by it.
No, I was the one acting offended about it. Fucking young bastards. I mean, Lola's
I'm
younger
old.
than me, too.
I just look young.
I just
Now
hate
she's
myself.
But seriously, how old are you, Belmont?
I told you, he's
Gotta
21.
Without Lola butting in.
I'm Generation X. How about that?
Good. I don't want to feel old. I want to still maintain that I'm young. I don't just have a wrinkle in my face. I'm
21 times 2.
I'm going to use this thing.
I'm not a millennial, that's for sure.
Shut your mouth, Belmont. You say millennial like it's a bad thing.
Belmont,
Yeah, I'm not a Gen
Belmont,
Y.
Belmont. Belmont. I technically am. Not by much, but I technically am.
I'm
Early
actually
80s.
I'm a
Gen Y
millennial.
Mm-hmm.
or a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
I don't look that fucking old, thank you. Most people assume I'm more younger than him, usually.
I'm a Gen Xer stuck in a millennial body.
Here's how my age scale went. When I was
What's
15,
Kelly?
everyone assumed. No, listen a sec. When I was 15, everyone actually assumed I was about 25. When I was 25, everyone assumed I was about 25, 26. When I hit 35, everyone was assuming I was about 27. I'm nearing just about a year and a half to 40. And people are still telling me when they meet me in the streets and out around town that they think I'm in my 20s.
That's the way to do it.
So it's like I aged really quick, and then I just kind of stopped, and I actually still look a lot like my pictures that I had taken when I was in Job Corps and as a teenager. So I don't know what that says.
Some people think I look young for my age, and it makes me think that I might be a Dunedain.
I think
I
they're
still
blind.
get carded at the store, so.
Now, Brian, wait a minute. Brian, you're not in your 50s. I don't believe that.
50s? No fucking way.
He's claiming he's in his 50s. I don't
Send
buy
Brian the link. Bring him on here. Let's try all this shit.
He's in the group.
Get your ass in here, bitch.
Bring Brian to Lola now.
Oh wait, that's some Liam shit. I don't need all that. That's some craziness.
He says he's 53.
Biatch.
53.
Gotta leave the
I
Must be
bitch
taking like
on it.
age reverse drugs or something that trial drugs.
I don't know how that's possible. I could have sworn Brian and I were like around the same age.
So Ben's about 53.
Well, again, I'm
Brian's
a
coming
Dunedain. I'm a Dunedain Ranger. That's right. It's a Tolkien reference.
Someone needed celery.
Hey Belmont,
Ah,
how's Smoke's coming along?
it's actually completed. I'm just adding some fan art section.
Cool.
And that part's already done actually too. But now I'm putting a couple ads in there too. Just a couple ads, not a lot of them. But then I'm going to print in a couple weeks or so.
Wow.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm anxious. I want to hold it in my hand.
Yeah.
You know, like the lion. I'm gonna have like a Lion King moment. I'm gonna hold that shit up in the air, like fucking like Simba was up in the air. You know, behold it for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody wants to hold it.
Yeah, it's like
Look, when you say hold it to Lola, I get really bad pictures of her doing really inappropriate things. I mean,
No. I don't send those kind of pictures out. Come on.
I meant mental. I didn't mean you were sending them to me. Shit, bitch.
She doesn't,
Fucking
she
hell, a little
doesn't
bit.
send them out. She uses them as her avatars.
You have to subscribe to the OnlyFans for those kind of pictures.
I need to start an OnlyFans.
Okay, one sec, but I have to bend over and use the rectal cavity to pull some money out for you because I have none. I mean,
Brian
What's
is,
up, Brian?
Brian is here.
hey, Brian.
get that
You're
Gandalf
muted.
pipe out of here.
It's a block party, bitches, and I'm the queen. I'm the fucking queen.
You're muted.
Brian, you're
So, Brian.
muted.
Brian, you're boomering it, you fucking boomer.
Well, he might be 53 now.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe what the age he said.
No audio.
Okay.
No
He's got to
audio.
plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in.
She said,
Plug it in. Plug it in.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay, Brian, I'm still not hearing you.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Have you rebooted your computer?
Yeah, let's pick out your furry suit. Let's get this over with.
What? Shut your mouth, Belmont. We're talking about Brian.
Hey, hold up. Let's do a furry search.
Okay, we'll put wait.
hold up.
Okay, we'll put Brian in a furry suit to match yours, and then you can be a couple.
We'll find you an affordable furry suit.
No.
You don't want to use one unless you can rent one.
yeah, you
No.
don't want a used one.
You don't got many options. They're expensive, and you can rent one.
I'm not renting one. I'm not using a used one. At best, I'll do a onesie with a mask.
You can
Boo! You don't
Has
get
to
a.
have fur and a tail in order
you
to be
can get a
furry.
rental one and then spray it with Lysol.
Are you less of a boomer now,
Lysol.
Brian?
Boom shakalaka boom.
There you are.
Brian,
There's a voice.
What up, everybody? What up, everybody?
I know you're an expert in this field because I know you're into like the whole BDSM.
I'm not really.
lifestyle.
I'm not really. I just dated somebody who was. I'm
Well,
actually
I've
like
heard
really
you talk
vanilla.
about it. I've heard you talk about it on a few live streams. So,
Lola, that's
what
me.
furry suit is an acceptable furry suit for someone that's not a furry?
the furry thing came along after, right? Like,
Damn it, Brian!
Like I found out, like I didn't even know what furries were until I was watching an MTV documentary.
Full stop. I don't care if there's an overlap there. Furry is not BDSM. Fuck that shit. You do not connect me to them bastards.
No, it's not. But I figure if you know about BDSM, you know about the furrydom.
Right, because then you know about like sexual fetishes and shit like that.
Right.
Lola,
I had no idea.
Lola, I've been living a fetish life for 16 years, and I write erotica. Don't you? I know more of these people.
I know nothing about these people.
Much.
I'm gonna heat up.
Rosetta, it's time for the next step. It's time to dress up like an animal.
No.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that shit's kind of freaky, but the freakiest thing that I've ever seen at like a fetish party or something like that, because I would go with my girlfriend would take me to these, right? And they were more educational than anything else. I wasn't like a participant so much as I was like, I don't know, like a guest.
The diaper fetish, right? The diaper.
Oh my god.
Ew.
The diaper fetishes.
I go into this room with my girlfriend so she can change, right? And like into her like, fetish gear because her best friend is about to do a number on her.
Oh my lord!
You're truly standing courtside, right? She's like, it's my first time seeing her like this side of her, right? And so she comes up and she's just like, she sees this look of abject horror in my eyes. And for a second, she freaks out because she thinks like, "Oh, I've like revealed this like part of myself to you because I trust you, and you're like horrified by it." And I was like, I just pointed past her, and she turns around and saw what I was pointing at, which was a giant baby crib and Depends undergarments piled up to the ceiling.
Ew.
Oh.
I was just like, what? It's like certain fetishes you can kind of wrap your head around a little bit, maybe, and other things are just like from outer space.
Look,
I have a hardcore where I don't usually go along. I am part of the anti-kink shame movement, but I will tell you, when it comes to things that are just straight up nasty, when you're straight up physically unsanitary, nasty, I'm sorry, I will kink shame the fuck out of you. If you're actually leaving permanent injuries on each other, I will kink shame the fuck out of you. Other than that, do whatever the fuck you want.
I totally get the BDSM lifestyle. I totally understand that. Like everybody likes a little kink in their go.
A little bit.
But at the same time, I don't understand the baby fetish. I don't understand the furry fetish. I don't understand.
No, neither do I. But that's what makes them fascinating.
Here's the thing for me. I don't understand.
I don't understand golden showers.
One sec. I don't start with that. Here's the thing for me. I don't understand them either. I told everyone I'm a cat girl, but that is not actually a sexual thing with me at all. I use emblems of animals because of the tribal side, because my spirit animal is a feline, and you're supposed to wear emblems of your spirit animal while you're doing certain things. That's religious and cultural. It's nothing to do with sex. That's different as a cat girl. Whereas when people get into the full, like, even the hardcore neko, when they start trying to lean towards the furries, it gets creepy to me. But I am still a cat girl.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny to that, because I'm sure that kind of play. I mean, I get a little bit that these people have attractions that, and rather than acting them out with other adults and on the people that are things they're attracted to.
Or like
but it still creeps me out.
Pony girls and that sort of a thing. Like, I mean, I just like I don't look. I'm a Christian. So that means it's my responsibility to try to not judge people. And I really do try to never judge people. Right? So it's not so much a question of me judging people for like whatever freaking shit it is that they're into. I'm just like kind of like baffled. And like I just remember watching this documentary. It was my girlfriend and I were hanging out. We're watching a documentary. We've been exposed to all kinds of shit in the goth scene, in the New York City goth scene, okay? A lot of fucking freaky shit going on there. And we see this like half-hour MTV documentary about furries, and afterwards
I think I saw that.
We were just like, we were pissed off. It was just a half an hour because our jaws were just like hanging on the floor. We were just like it seemed very harmless to us. It seemed very innocuous, but I hear a lot of people are very anti-furry because it evidently has like a creepy side.
It does. Oh my god!
To be fair,
you ever met a brony?
To be fair,
no.
To be fair, well, bronies are kind of borderline, anyways, on that. But to be fair, I will say this for a few things. Every fetish, even ones that are benign that go more biblical style sex and stuff, every fetish has a dark side group within it. Every fetish.
Right.
Yeah.
I do know a lot of people in all the different fetishes because of the stuff I do with victims and anti-kink shame and working with assault and rape victims and stuff. And
I need to know what my kink is, though.
One sec. I'm almost okay. Most of the people in those communities, I'm talking specifically about, because he was talking about the dark side of the furry. Most of the people in those communities are really against that shit and really stand up to it hardcore.
All right, looking for.
They really are.
So it's as I suspected. It's like a small subset within the set that then gives the whole set like a bad name because, of course, they stand out like a sore thumb.
It's the same thing with the whole BDSM and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
the whole community is viewed as truly sexist and abusive and stuff. And it's not what we are, but there's a few that use it to find prey, basically.
So put a name to what my kink is here, okay? I'm a straight female that likes traps.
Traps?
Traps.
Like bear traps?
Chicks with
like
dips.
I
Chicks
want
with
big
dips.
titties with a dip.
Oh, okay. Well,
She likes chicks with dips.
That makes you bisexual.
No!
Yes.
I'm straight. I like dick.
No, it's not straight. It's not straight, Lola.
Well,
It's not
no,
straight.
no,
And I know men
no,
have admitted to that.
But no. Well, here's the thing. If that's all you're into, then you're straight, right?
But I like big titties too. I want a motorboat.
That you're bisexual.
I mean,
Everybody loves
there are
tits.
men. Yeah, there are men with big titties. I mean,
I'm about
No, but what she's talking about, it's still a level of bisexual if you have the thing for women's body parts. Sorry.
Maybe.
No.
I don't think so. No,
Yes.
not technically.
I think
It
It doesn't mean you have the full. It doesn't. No. Let me explain that here. It does not mean you have the full attraction. It doesn't mean you actually want to do the actions and stuff. But it means you have some sexual attraction to that gender, and that's literally all the bisexual means, is that there's some sexual attraction to both.
I've always been
So it
attracted
does
to.
mean that's not a full version.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I've always been attracted to very androgynous women, right? Not always, because I like the whole spectrum. I just like women, right? But there are like certain androgynous women where I've been like, holy shit, right? And I just
Right?
That's not quite the same.
I just have always liked tomboys.
Yeah.
Tomboy's a little bit different than what she's talking about, though. When you're actually attracted to the sexual body parts of the same sex and still mostly straight to the opposite sex, it is still on the bisexual scale.
I like titties and ass, Brian. I like titties and ass.
That's
Ass
fine.
and titties. Ass and
Yeah,
titties.
everybody knows. I do too.
Ass and titties.
I'm a booty man primarily. I am a booty man. I don't want to admit
I'm
it.
not. I'm not saying this to insult you, Lola, and I'm not saying this to try to push you into something. That doesn't mean that you have the full attraction. It doesn't mean you ever want to act on it. It doesn't mean you're not mostly straight, okay? But it does put you on that
But
spectrum.
I've been
okay?
with a woman sexually. I have been with a woman
Okay, then you're
sexually.
definitely on that scale. I'm
Well,
sorry.
Then you're bi.
well then send
No,
us a
that's how I
video.
know I don't like vagina.
There you go.
You guys, scissor?
All right.
Well,
Remember the
well,
Kinsey
well,
scale.
well,
That's what everybody's
No, I
forgetting here.
was like face first in
Lola,
that shit,
Lola.
man. It was bad.
She could have just.
Oh, so you
been-
guys didn't scissor?
She could have just been rancid, but anyways, no. What I'm saying
Oh.
is, it still puts you
what?
in that
No.
scale, technically, even if you're not
No,
really attracted
no,
or want to do the
Hold on,
action.
hold on. Rosetta, it didn't smell bad. It was just very, very liquidy, and I was like, no, this is too much.
Oh.
Yeah, they are pretty liquidy.
Do you like seafood? Do you like oysters?
Can I?
No! I'm serious. I'm totally serious here.
Guys, I can't yell over you. My mom's in the other room. Can I please finish what I was trying to explain?
You can just, you can
I'm trying to explain this, and I get halfway through, and you guys interrupt me. And I can't yell over you because I'm not yelling these things in my mom's earshot. Please.
Feel free to mute me.
What I was trying to explain is it's still within that what's defined as that scale, because the scale for what they define as bisexual isn't you want to have full sex with both. It's that you're attracted to the body of both. That does not mean that you're not mostly straight and only want to sexually be with one, but means you have some attraction to both. It's a low level of what's considered bi.
Well,
do you check out girls' asses? That's all we want to know.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's talking about the Kinsey scale, right? The Kinsey scale, everybody knows what that is.
Then you're in that.
Right? Kinsey scale says that there's Kinsey scale says that it's kind of like, it looks like a hill, right? On the one end, you have a really small group, maybe about 20% of people who are totally gay. And then on the other end, you have people who are totally straight. That's 20%.
Oh, that's not even 20%.
Different degrees of bisexual.
Actually, to be fair, if you actually look at the statistics in society from what they've pulled, what they've shown in sexual activities, all that, the totally gay is actually only about 2 to 3% but the totally straight is actually closer to 20 to 30. But the level in between is still where most people fall, because most people, even if it's just a little bit, they have something they like about the same sex. I really don't. This is the weird thing. I don't find it attractive. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to do this stuff, but I draw it because I understand the artistry of drawing it.
Look,
and it's purely artistic to me. There's no attraction.
If you put a gun up to my head, right, and said, okay, or no, better yet, if you put a gun up to my cat's head, right, and you're like, okay, dude, you have a choice here, Brad Pitt or Hillary Clinton. I'm going fucking Hillary.
Brad Pitt.
No,
I'm going 100% Hillary. I'd rather eat a bullet than eat a dick.
Hey, Brian. How about this? If somebody wait. If somebody Brian, if somebody gave me that choice, I'd say just take the gun and shoot me. I ain't touching either one.
Yeah, no, but if they put it up to your cat's head, I saw that kitty that you had on.
They're not getting near my pets. They'd have to go through me and my weaponry first.
It's a hypothetical nonsense question to begin with.
I'm going to compare this to, because with all the elections, everyone's always trying to push you to be on their political side. And I remember when I got fed up with all of it in 2016, and everyone kept doing well, you have to vote for one. You have to vote for Trump or Hillary. Well, what if there's a gun against your head? Pull the fucking trigger then, because they can't get my vote. Yeah. And they got pissed at me when I said that.
I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of friends for saying the same thing. Look
at their track record. I ain't voted for either of them assholes.
Look here. Brad Pitt's nudes were leaked a few years back. I saw what he's working with. I'd take that any day.
Yeah.
No.
Right, but that's because I think you're mostly straight.
I would say no, because he's not my type.
97%
for attractive.
93%. Yeah.
Here's the thing that's weird for me.
8% straight, okay?
Here's the thing that's weird for me. Here's the thing that's weird for me. I get where all these girls get, and I don't find the same people attractive that other women seem to, because all the guys that are the hottest men in the list, I look at them and I go, boring. Yeah, I don't want them to look like ultra scrawny stick boy nerds, but I like guys who have some characteristic, have a little bit of that nerd to them, stuff like that. I like guys who aren't some stereotypical gloss over.
Most women want a Ben,
what?
Rosetta, all I'm going to tell you is Tristan from Legend of the Fall. That's all I need to say. Okay? Tristan from Legend of the Fall. Any day, baby. Any day.
He's a really good-looking guy, but he's also evidently a really cool guy, and that's because his mother took him aside when he was a boy, and saw what he was turning into, and said yo, you're gonna have a superpower. and it's up to you if you want to use it for good or evil. So he has a sense of noblesse oblige, right?
Ben.
Can you imagine how fucking easy life must be if you fucking look like that? Holy shit.
Ben.
What?
2 hours. First time in almost 6 weeks I've been able to go 2 hours off the oxygen without having to have breathing assistance.
Well, fuck yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's because
really-
you're having so much fun here with us, Rosetta.
I've
My
been
only-
so sick. I'm finally healing. I'm finally
That's awesome. Seriously, because man, I you take your health for granted, man. Sometimes, and
I
shit
don't, but I've
happens.
had to fight for my life since I was little. So I mean,
There you go. There you go. I know.
I
Yeah.
mean, I
don't
have
think that.
all these medical issues. I have a form of muscular dystrophy. My first memory is waking in the hospital from a massive seizure that burned my brain in 5 places and tried to put me in a coma. So
That's brutal.
I've never taken health for granted, but when I start recovering from these serious issues, I just get excited.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You should be
I'm
excited.
And I just need to lose all the fucking prednisone. They put me on steroids for 3 weeks and I'm still all puffy from it. I hate moon face.
Well, that'll change. You know, the thing is, it's like getting well. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and at least you're seeing progress. That's the most important thing. And
I'm so happy right now that I could get off the oxygen for a couple hours.
that's
I'm
awesome.
stoked on that. I'm stoked on that.
And you got a gorgeous kitty too.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them, but the other one's in the
Highly
other room
inappropriate.
sleeping. My pussies are wet.
Brian,
and
don't you
beautiful.
have a kitty?
What was that?
Don't you have a kitty?
No, I haven't had a kitty for like 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brian can't get any pussy.
Oh,
What?
man.
What? Brian, where's the pussy?
I
You gotta get on that.
I had a best buddy. His name was Figaro, aka Mr. Figs, aka Mr. Handsome, aka Handsome, aka Sexy Boy, aka Sexecutioner. Like we were like this. I just loved that cat to bits. And he was this beautiful black cat that I met when I was volunteering at the local animal shelter. And so we made a love connection because he was a total mush. But I was taking care of my mom who had Alzheimer's, and I was like her sole caregiver. And she just left the door open, and out he went, and I never saw him again.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so it's been like, yeah,
It's
like,
rough, man. It's rough.
but now
Speaking
it
of
looks,
which,
yeah. You got
she
a
was
buddy?
pawing at my leg. She was pawing at my legs here, so
Oh,
she can come back and say hi again.
oh.
Hey, Belmont, maybe I'll dress up like Snooks the Fox.
A female
Belmont,
version.
Look at this. Look at this. If I try to move her, she grabs my
Not gonna
shoulder
be a
tighter.
transsexual furry,
She
are
doesn't
you?
want to let go.
But you know,
Aw.
I have to
Very
put
jelly.
in my 2 cents about this whole spectrum conversation. Basically, the way I was taught is that every woman is 2 drinks away from becoming a lesbian,
No.
and also
Fuck no.
I've known a lot of guys who were like,
Fuck
you
no.
know, a couple of drinks away from, you know, sucking a D. That's for sure.
Ben,
yeah, it doesn't work in the
Ben,
reverse.
let me
you
put
know.
you bluntly here. Even if I would ever drink alcohol, which I won't, I wouldn't even touch myself. I'm repulsed by the female body. No.
My thing is, I just like women to look like women.
That's
I'm not
nice.
even kidding. I have never touched myself that way, ever.
What?
Whoa, that's an announcement. I don't.
Well, you know, you'd be surprised by how many women like have never had an orgasm, right?
Oh, that's
Because-
what I've had. No, I've had plenty of those for my husband.
Good.
For
Rock
the
and
toys
roll.
he uses on me, but I don't touch myself. No.
Okay.
We're
All right. Rock and roll.
I ain't never had a problem with that part.
But it's like, I mean, I know women that are like in their early 20s and they're like, I've never had an orgasm. I'm like, well, it's like, you know, do you masturbate? They're like, no. And I'm just like, well, start. Right?
I
You know,
know.
it's- and
I know women in their 30s that don't understand their periods. Come on.
oh wow. Wow.
I
if-
will say,
we
okay,
guys-
when you say that, Brian, technically, I never actually did full sex until the honeymoon night, so that was in my 20s, and I've never touched myself that way, so.
Okay. Well, look, everybody's different. as
wild as I am
fine.
for my hubby, in a lot of ways, I am actually kind of a prude. I am very exclusive and very strict on which wild things I will do.
Yeah, no, I mean, same here. I've always been like a monogamous
Of course,
guy. Like,
to be fair, I'm also.
Aww.
I should be monogamous because I'm also on the board of a church. Come on.
Oh, you really?
I was about to say, like,
I actually am.
That's awesome.
I was about to say that, like, you know, you're pretty much what the church. You're like the paragon of what the church wanted. But what is it? Oh yeah, I was thinking about when you were talking about the people in diapers. And it just made me
so
think,
nasty, man.
Like I agree with what Rosetta was saying about how it's like don't kink shame, but at the same time, if you're wearing diapers and stuff for that stuff, like you should be on a watch list. You know?
Once again, I try not to judge, right? But that kind of freaked me out a little bit.
To be fair, the judge not stuff is very specific. There are certain things we're called to call out as evil and speak against too. The difference is we can't make ourselves the eternal judge of the soul or condemn them to hell or other stuff. We can still speak out when something is absolutely morally wrong to do to somebody.
Oh, of course, it's our responsibility, if anything. Yeah,
so it we're told when to judge, basically.
I don't think
yeah. Oh no, of course.
Like that's just weird.
No, I'm saying to his comment about being Christian and not judging, it's more as Christians we're told when to judge and how to judge and what not to judge and when not to.
Oh, I will judge the fuck out of a war criminal. I will judge the fuck out of people who are genuine pieces of shit, for sure, right? But I'm just talking about just like in everyday life. And,
yeah, that's why I'm saying we're told specific times we're supposed to and other times we're supposed to be graceful, show mercy, and try to lead people by example.
And the thing is, you don't even have to be successful. Like loving your enemies, that's some hard shit, right? But just making the effort.
See what my ex was.
Especially on the internet.
Brian, you should see what my ex was. Forgiving him was one of the hardest things in my life, but it was more about me than him. He was already dead at that point. I mean, but that was for me. But forgiving really atrocious monsters and the shit they've done to you, that's difficult shit. It really is.
It's not easy, and you don't even necessarily have to be 100%. You don't even have to be completely successful though. Just making the attempt, just trying to be very.
There's a reason also though we're supposed to do it, because even if somebody's greatly hurt us, and it doesn't mean we forget it. It doesn't mean we don't learn from it. It doesn't mean we let them near us. It doesn't mean we don't want them to be held accountable for what they did. But forgiving it and letting it go in our hearts instead of holding anger, that's about us. That heals us. That's
100%.
Being given a gift of us being allowed to let ourselves go from what we've been put through.
Yeah, 100%. Like my favorite quote from Schiller, the German writer, the poet, was how does it go? Oh, to forgive is to reclaim a part of oneself which has been stolen.
Yep, it is. It really, truly is.
It really is.
It is a very deep and meaningful moment in your life when you can forgive the wrongs. Look, to those here who know me, to Wise Guys, to Lola, to Ben, you know what kind of relationship I've had with my siblings.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm helping take care of things with my brother. I'm interacting and involved with my sister again. And my other brother, well, he still annoys the shit out of me, but I'm still helping him with his kids and stuff and involved with him. And they're making the effort to change from the way they used to treat me.
That's great. That's good news.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah, man.
It took a long time. It only took, 38 years to get them to stop being asses to me, but at least they're trying. So as long as they're trying, I'm going to try back. When all that shit happened to me and my sister, I told everybody that I don't care. If she ever came back and apologized and truly tried to be a part of my life again, I would be there for her. And she has. So
Here's
I am.
What I got to say to this
That's
conversation.
awesome.
Here's what I got to say. I act accordingly. If you're an asshole, I'm gonna be an asshole back too. I'm gonna be good people to you. That's the only way it is.
Well, I mean, see, I kind of believe in killing them with kindness.
Oh, fuck all that.
Oh, no.
No offense, Brian. No offense.
I mean, look, there's certain people that I will never forgive.
I will tell you, I've learned one thing.
I accept that.
I will tell you, I've learned one thing when dealing with assholes and jerks. It is better to sit there with a straight face, a calm voice, and say something in polite words that's insulting to them than to sit there and yell swear words at them because they get more offended. Which of these things do you think offends people more? When I scream obscenities at them, or when I look at them and go, I know this is difficult for you, but just imagine if you could actually pull your head out of your ass. In a calm voice. Which one do you think enrages them more? If I call up a douche canoe and scream and holler at them, or if I look at her and go, oh, honey, what's the matter? Did you bleach your brain with the hair?
A whisper can be louder than a scream. I get cold-blooded, yeah.
When I get quiet, I get lethal. I'm saying these things to people driving my mom around because I get very protective and I have road rage issues and anxiety issues. And I'm saying these things. And when I get cold and I get quiet and I start saying softly these insults to people, I get so brutal. My mom was sitting in the seat next to me laughing her ass off at their reactions. And the one was great was that, oh, honey, what's the matter? Did you bleach your brain with the hair? She got so angry, she starts blaring her horn in her car. And I just roll over and go, oh, yeah, that'll teach me, honey. You honk that like you matter. And my mom was just sitting there laughing her ass off. And I was like,
you don't meditate, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Because I found I stopped doing that once I started meditating. I mean,
let me put you this way. When I started meditating, I stopped blackout raging and knocking people out while I couldn't remember it.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's progress.
Yeah, man.
No, that goes back to, growing up, being put through a lot of abusive stuff, being trampled and going through an abusive exit, did all kinds of psycho shit and stuff. I've got to the point where I was a blackout rager where people would do something to me and I would black out defending myself and end up hurting them worse.
That's so fucking scary. I can't imagine. That sounds like being a werewolf or something.
It's a little scary, but the thing is, the times that I really blacked out doing it, these weren't innocent people. These are people that were trying to force themselves on me and shit that I ended up blacking out and beating the shit out. Yeah, I mean, I never in my life I've never struck somebody first. It's always been defense.
Oh, okay.
But I'm the person who, if they hit me, I would trash them.
Good.
Brian, let's go back to your kill them with kindness. Okay, let's say you
I was like, Rosetta scary. What the fuck?
I'll get to Rosetta in just a minute, but I want to get back to Brian's kill them with kindness, because let me ask you, you find out you got this 52-year-old woman who washes dog balls, right? And she has a judgment against her for $711,000. Who's constantly attacking your children and your husband. How do you kill that with kindness?
You name a baseball bat kindness.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? The last part anyway?
You find out that there's a 52-year-old woman with a receding hairline who washes dog balls for a living, has a $711,000 judgment against her, has no job to pay that but constantly obsessive over you, your husband, and your children.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're kind of.
I can't hear either.
Yeah, you're cutting out bad that time.
Your audio's muffled.
Yeah, so don't think I'm being rude or anything by asking you to repeat yourself.
No, you're fine. Can you hear me?
That's better.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Okay. 52-year-old dog ball washer, right? She doesn't get paid for it. She spends all of her time online obsessing over you, your husband, and your children.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
You keep breaking up halfway through the list.
See, I went to a lot of punk rock hardcore shows in New York City in the 80s, so my hearing's not that good.
I'm just trying to figure out how do you kill people with kindness when they're attacking your kids?
You name a baseball bat kindness.
Yeah. When people fuck with your family, they've taken it to another level.
Yep.
Then they've taken it to another level. And
right.
And I have very strong feelings about that. basically my I'm not gonna get into it.
I mean, I literally have people that obsess about my children.
That's fucked up.
Right?
Yeah.
They need to be slapped.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm not saying that there aren't some people that are just like the best thing for them and for everybody else would be like a really good ass whooping. I'm not saying that. When you kill them with kindness is when people are just being sort of everyday rude to you.
Fanta, hi, sweetie.
Exactly.
What's up, Vanta?
It's not like if somebody killed your mother, you know?
Right.
If somebody when you fuck with my family, you've taken it to another level.
Right?
True.
Okay, I have a story
That's
for this.
the
And this is
line.
a story. I told you I'm a bit of a rager. I was very young. So I am the youngest of 4 kids. My parents, when I was very little, we had a neighbor who let the child run around like a wild animal, attacking people and anything and everything. And this kid was between my oldest brothers in age. So he was about 7, 8 when he was chasing my siblings around the lead pipe in the yard. I was 2.
Oh my god.
Oh my Lord.
My mom remembers me in the sandbox watching him chasing my siblings around and stepping up and starting to walk towards him. She says at this point she came running outside as fast as she could. He's going to kill my baby. I walked over to him, crossed my arms in front of him, stuck my tongue out, shook my fist at him, and when he leaned back to swing the pipe at me, I knocked him on the ground and started kicking him.
Sounds like karma.
That sounds almost like yeah, seriously, this sounds less like a disorder and more like a superpower the more we're hearing about it.
I was 2 years old and I was beating on a kid who was hitting my siblings.
That's amazing.
You're the Incredible Hulk, like you know.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hulk rages out, but he's still and he's a monster, but he's still a hero.
Exactly.
But I mean,
that's insane.
It's a weird thing because I've always been a brawler. I've always been the person. There's only one fight in my life I didn't technically win, and it was a draw, and that was with my cousin. Now here's the long and short of this: is she went through a bully phase where she was pushing and bullying and hitting everyone. This was a couple of years after she lost her mother, so there was some history behind why she was in that mode. But when you're the kid being bullied, you don't give a shit, you know. She pushed, those old slides where you like climb the ladder way up and they have almost no rail and you go straight down.
Right.
She pushed me off the top of one of those because she wanted to go first.
Jesus Christ.
Ew.
And when I hit the gravel below, I hit ass first. I was in so much anger that as she came down the slide, I clotheslined her in the face with my foot. The next thing either of us knew is we were about 2 blocks away down a hill over by the river. We were both covered black and blue marks. My glasses were broken and she had bite marks on her.
That's insane.
That was a draw. Neither of us actually beat each other.
Did you become best friends after that?
Actually, we spent the entire time immediately after that figuring out how we were going to convince Grandma that what happened wasn't actually our fault, but a wild dog trying to attack us.
Lordy.
To be fair, this is the story she tells her kids in order to get them to respect me when I see her at family events now. To remind them that this is the only girl that I'm a bit scared of that I didn't win a fight with.
Wow. Those are some pretty good bona fides.
This is what you get when you deal with, a very hillbilly, redneck, redskin, tribal family. You get brawlers. And she is,
right.
She's one of my cousins who, her family's on the suicide. She's got a lot of relatives she spends time with down on the res. We both got a bit of that res girl attitude, even though we didn't technically live on the res, we lived near it. But we both got a lot of that res girl in us, and we will brawl and fight like shit.
I like the blood in the cut. Like that's me, I took boxing for a year just because I had so much anger I needed to work out.
When I was in Job
That's
Corps,
a hell of a workout too.
When I was in Job Corps in college, I was in wrestling. Actually, I got kicked out of wrestling in Job Corps. That was one of the blackout rages because the guy, they didn't witness it, to be fair. All they knew is they had to wheel him out of the gym and he had to have something retrieved surgically. But to be fair, as everyone was leaving the wrestling match, he tried to force himself on me against the rock wall. And then he had to have certain man parts retrieved surgically.
Good God.
Basically, she's saying she kicked his balls up into his belly.
I was being a little more subtle than that, but yes.
I kind of put that together.
I don't have. I have no. What is it? Subtlety. I have none of that. Like, I just say what it is.
But yes, so because they didn't witness it, and there was enough evidence from the bruises on my arm that he probably started it, I didn't get kicked out. I sure did get demoted. You're not allowed to fight in Job Corps. So there's that. But that's when I got kicked out of the wrestling and demoted, was that one. And yeah, he did too. He did too. But I mean, yeah, I'm a little rowdy fan. You got to remember, I'm in the Black Hills here. I grew up around Sturgis bikers.
Right.
So I grew up in a biker culture. I grew up hunting and trapping and fishing and shit. So when you talked about tomboys, I'm sitting there going, me. And when you talk about goth, it's like, well, I wasn't goth, as I wasn't into the punk side of it. But I've always been into the gothic, the traditional gothic from old days, and the black lace and dark stories and all that I've been always into. So, and I am a headbanger. So, yeah, I'm a rowdy gothic headbanging biker chick. I mean...
You know, the world would just be a much better place if everybody would stop being mean to each other and just read Outlaw Nights.
And don't start fights with women who have no qualms injuring you.
Well, you know, that kind of goes along with the reading Outlaw Nights thing, you know, because read Outlaw Nights, you're not going to be a violent person, you know.
Really? I read the first one.
I'm sorry, what?
Really? Because I read the first one.
Well, yeah, but have you attacked anybody since then?
I never attacked anybody. I was always self-defense.
Well, have you hit anybody since then?
Can I take the fifth?
Okay, so I'm gonna just assume that you haven't, because you know you read Outlaw Nights. Just goes to show you.
We've got Outlaw Nights. We've got Smokes the Fox. I mean, come on, if he smokes pie, he shouldn't be a fighter.
Passive.
He's passive. Pacifist. And then we got Six Gun Gorilla.
Oh yeah.
Now, sure, yeah, Outlaw Nights and Six Gun Gorilla have guns in them, but you know.
They only use them for defense, right?
Well,
there's nothing wrong with guns for defensive use, for hunting, and for protection. Nothing wrong with them. And I could go in the other room and get guns easily here right now.
we don't. YouTube, I'm sure, would love any excuse they could to flag my streams.
Why do you think I haven't shown off weapons on stream? With all the blades and the
you did
medieval
show
weaponry
off
and shit that I have.
You showed off your vagina a little while ago.
Be fair. No, just my pussy. I mean.
And there's little children watching this stream.
No, there's not.
No, there aren't.
Holy shit!
See, Lola knows you're full of shit.
Stop saying there's children watching. There's no children watching.
I just love how
because Lola would run away crying if there were. She'd be like, "No, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here." Like I didn't want to be away from the kids for a bit.
It so seriously, there's no children watching. Ben, you shut up. Shut your filthy mouth. That's why I love my
Lola. She just tells you to shut your shit up. I mean, I love her.
Shut your whore mouth, Ben.
That's your new ringtone.
Everybody in the whole wide world.
Where did
really
Brian go?
hates
Did he
my
disappear on us?
ringtone.
He had enough. He's like, yeah, I can't do this anymore.
He's like, what the fuck is wrong with these crazy bitches on here? These
And where's
women are psycho.
Belmont? Belmont's like, I don't even know how to jump into this shit.
Yeah.
How does Outlaw Nights relate to furries?
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Yeah, furry.
I don't
Belmont,
know.
you ass.
I don't think there's any real furry stuff in there. I mean, there's really barely any animals.
But is there titties and ass?
There are
Yes.
boobs that are covered up by shirts.
But they're still very
cleavage.
pronounced.
Yeah, they're there.
There's DNA in his book.
Gringos being gringos.
Exactly.
Gringos at Ella Odoko.
Gringo.
Gringo.
Imagine admitting to the world you took a shit in your own bed because you ate Indian food in front of
What?
millions of people.
Oh, that's referring to Amber Heard.
Well, to be fair, Johnny really should have done whatever she asked him to do. So he really had it coming.
Well, Johnny, wait, you're saying gringo. First of all, let me correct you. That term refers to immigration into America and stuff, and it also refers to people who don't have Hispanic roots. I have Hispanic roots, and I'm Native, so I'm no fucking gringo.
Stop trying to escape.
Wait. I got a question. Is it gringo or vato?
I mean, I'm as gringo as it gets. I mean,
I'm not.
I looked at my ancestry.com thing and
Oh, they're so full of shit. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean,
nothing but whiteies.
Red hair, blue eyes, and very fair skin with lots of freckles. I'd say I'm pretty fucking gringo.
Yeah, but I got natural red hair and I'm Native, so what's that mean?
That means you got some gringo in you, girl.
No. Still, technically, wouldn't qualify you as that because, again, I'm a carrying member of the tribe. And actually, while I have the Irish, being red-haired is part of that whole trait. And it's a really, if you can tell, very dark red. I actually have very close to the natural hair right now. Very dark red.
So wait a minute. Your husband's a gringo, right?
My husband is technically descended from the adopted son of Captain Morgan. Whatever you want to call that. I mean,
I'm gonna say that's gringo, which means you have had gringo in you before.
Damn, you
many,
went there.
many times.
Totally went there.
Mostly right here.
Damn, you just took it to another level.
Johnny, I'm
just let the joke marinate.
I'm as Brazilian as I am gringo. How about that?
Brazilians are hot.
I mean, technically,
You see
Fanta,
Johnny,
I am
right?
a. Technically,
Wait, what?
Fanta, I can prove 9 backgrounds. I know there's more than that we can't prove, but the majority of me is Sioux, Cherokee, and Spanish. So, yeah.
A Heinz 57.
Yeah,
A
that means
mutt.
she a bit of everything. She got
That's
a little
like
bit of everything
super
up in
white.
her.
That's like the Super Saiyan version of white.
No.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't mean white. It means mixed.
It just means she got a little bit of everything.
That's not all white there.
I mean, there's one that's not white, but I mean, like, come on. It's
Cherokee, Dutch, English, French, German, Egypt, Irish, Spanish, Sioux. Yeah. I'm a mix, but most of it comes out native.
yeah.
I'm just Irish, Cherokee, Scandinavian. So I am a fighting Viking.
To be fair, the reason why so many people have Cherokee blood is because statistically the Cherokee mixed more with others because they were kind of the free love hippies of the tribes. They didn't like to fight unless it was last resort. They were kind of more the peaceniks, which is why they had such a rivalry with the Sioux for a long time, because they made peace accords with people the Sioux thought were repugnant humans. That's one thing. Two, that's why most people that families that have been here more than a few generations have Cherokee in them, because they mixed and mated with everybody.
Well,
I have a large percent of Cherokee in me as I say this. Understand that. I'm not saying this to be derogatory.
My great grandmother was a full-blooded Cherokee woman, and she married an Irishman.
I mean, my grandmother, about that many, a couple more back on my mom's side, was a duchess and an heir to a throne who ran off with the Irish slave gardener.
Everybody's just trying to outdo me.
But yeah,
but I'm only like 3 or 4 generations removed.
And I'm not. My family is straight up standing soldiers. I've got all this stuff. And hold on. I'm supposed to try to set up an appointment and meet with them in a few weeks here. I might actually be getting some of my jewelry and artwork sold at the Crazy Horse Monument Museum soon.
Wow.
I've been there before.
Okay, Belmont, if you've been there, once you come around the wall where they have all the black and white photos of the Native history and the military that dealt with the tribes and stuff?
I don't remember every detail, but I remember they were playing a film about how they made it, and then we saw the movie. Yeah. It was like a movie they played.
Let me draw this picture for you, then, because if you go to those pictures there's a section there. There's a bunch of family photos here, because I had family that worked as the double agents in the Trail of Tears to help rescue people. You come around, and I am technically related to Crazy Horse himself, but I'm also the survivor line of Wounded Knee, which is a weird one, to be honest, since I was born on the anniversary of it. But if you come around the corner from that large viewing area where you can see the monument from inside the museum, there's that large wall that's all from the same painter there. That's Andrew Standing Soldier. That would be my great uncle.
I was only there once, and that was like a few years back, so I don't remember everything. But I remember that they had like pieces of it you can get if you knock the donation.
Yeah, they always give the blast. I mean, if you're not a part of the tribe, you donate to get in. Period. And then anybody who's gotten into the center can take a blast fragment with them when they leave. Yes. By the way, one of those blast fragments. I have a lot of those, but one of those blast fragments is interesting because I took it home to clean it off because I clean them off and I use them for my artwork and my steps around my yard and stuff like that. And I started cleaning it and scrubbing it. And as soon as I started scrubbing it, little chips of real ruby came out of it.
Ruby?
Ruby.
The
rocks there, that mountain has a lot of gemstone in it. Most of those rocks have gemstones in them.
I have to check mine again.
Belmont! Stop sending me pictures of furry suits!
I was going to pull it up on stream.
But yeah, I mean, man, this is I go to the monument a lot, and I have since I was little. There's twice a year now they do it, but every year they would open up in beginning of June what they called the Folks March, which is literally they open up hike trail that's several miles where you can actually hike up and picnic up on the arm of the monument. And I've did that several times in my life. I did it a couple of years ago, in fact, but it's a kind of special effect because you're way up there and you get just gorgeous view of the area around you. But it's a bit of a trek and kind of rugged terrain. But that one, they actually let people in without the entrance fee. But if you want to do the hiking, you want to come in those days, what they ask you to do is bring in canned goods that they can use to donate to people in poverty on the res and to veterans.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's
I saw Mount Rushmore, and then we went to Crazy Horse Monument after that.
Hey guys and ladies, I've got to jump out of here. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great rest of the stream. Wise guy, Tiny Food, 79 is going down by
Lola, love you. You're breaking up again.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Wah, 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 wah. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. I gotta go.
Mwah.
Bye.
See you later, Lola.
Bye.
Oh
I'm
man.
gonna jet because I gotta get some stuff done with Richard yet. I've got to check on the food that I'm cooking, and I've got to probably get back on the oxygen soon because I'm only supposed to be off it a couple hours at a time for the first few days.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I think it's pretty much time to wrap up anyway because I'm losing energy.
That's because you don't have much stamina, darling. I mean,
I have stamina where it counts. Always.
Bye, everybody. Give Ben shit for me. Bye.
Bye-bye. Lord Almighty. Well, that was interesting.
I think Brian fell asleep. He was smoking too much pot.
Brian just kind of, yeah, he kind of lost his wind. I don't blame him. But yeah, this is probably a good time to wrap up. But
Yeah.
But we've done well today. We covered a lot of ground. We talked about all the important things in life.
Yeah, we did. Huh.
We've covered the gamut. We talked about sex. We talked about serial killers. We talked about sex again. We talked about furries.
Yes.
We talked about the way we talked about responding to violence. We talked about race. So yeah.
Everything but comic books.
Yeah, but I mean, we kind of slipped it in there. That's what she said. I mean, we got it kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like we of course know to back Smokes the Fox and to back Six Gun Gorilla, and of course sign up for the Outlaw Nights issue number 2 email list. Gonna be launched sometime later in the year, and. Yeah.
You got streams? You've been getting on other people's streams?
A little bit, not as much as I probably should. Like my initial plan, like I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream, how my initial plan was to launch towards the end of this month, but it's looking like I'm not going to hit my sign up goal. And I think I want to launch at a time where there's not so many books at once coming out, like, because this month alone, like, there's just so many books, and I'm already kind of an underdog, so I gotta wait till there's a little less.
Well, it doesn't really matter about that because you're gonna be running for 60 days if you're gonna do Indiegogo and you're gonna extend.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm doing. So 60 days. I mean, a lot of comics can launch in that amount of time. It's not like you can find a perfect 60 days where no one else is gonna launch. So no matter what you do, there's always going to be projects out there. I wouldn't really worry about too much about that, but I would try to build up your email list, like you said. My goal was 100 before I did my launch too, and I think that's a pretty good start. A good number to launch at.
I totally agree. Like that's my benchmark, and I'm at about 67. So more than halfway there. Just I gotta start getting on more streams. And I should probably do this show like more than once a week. But yeah, I had a great time. And let's see, Belmont, where can we find you?
Mostly found on Twitter at Justin Belmont with an underscore between my first and last name.
Fuck yeah. And Brian, are you there?
Just type in Six Gun Gorilla Brian, and he'll appear.
Wise guys,
do you have a trailer for your book? I haven't seen it.
I don't have a trailer for this current issue, but I do have a trailer for the first one that kind of applies.
That's what I recommend, that you make a trailer, even if it's just, you know, a short one, and just with some frames. Doesn't have to be animated or anything, but just do something, some kind of trailer, and that'll get you more signups.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Find somebody who does video or something. You don't have to spend, you know, a lot of money, but if you did want to put some money in it, you can get, you know, somebody to do a nice video for you. You got some artwork you can put in there.
Oh yeah, we already got. Yeah, like I got some stuff that was done by Juanito, who worked on the Aerith saga.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And all the interior work's being done by Jay Krager. So, you know, it's looking.
By who?
Jay Krager.
Jay Krager?
Yeah, I know he worked with Adam Lawson on a couple of things.
Oh, I know who Adam Lawson is. He does those paintings, like those digital paintings, or are they real paintings? I think they're real, huh? Or maybe they're digital. I don't know.
I don't really know.
It's hard to tell nowadays.
I just know that yeah, like we got some good art coming out, and yeah, I'm gonna be saving up a little bit of money, and I want to try to get Dying Days to do a trailer for me.
Yeah, I recommend you get a trailer and get it up as soon as you can, and then try to get on as many shows as you can, and just promote the hell out of it. And that's the best way to get some signups, I think, anyway.
Amen. And Wise Guys, are you still there? Are you? I think both Brian and Wise Guys are kind of checked out. Well, you guys could find Wise Guys on both YouTube and Twitter under that name of @WiseGuys with the Wise. And as always, I am your host, Ben Fuselier, aka the Fuseboxx. You can find me on Twitter @Nights Outlaw with an N, not a K. And you can also find me here every Saturday night at 7 Central. And I'm also going to try to add a little bit more stuff onto the channel. I was saying last week that I was going to do an edited video for today, and I got wrapped up in other stuff. So I wasn't able to do that. But yeah, I'll be having more stuff coming out for everybody. And thank y'all all so much for joining us, and we will talk to you all later.
Bye.